It's official, peeps. This will be the last CS News video from this studio and from this office. That's why it might sound a bit more echoey than usual. It's pretty empty back there, but hope you guys all enjoy because for this last episode in this office, we have so much CS news to break down. Let's get into it. Starting with the fact that Cloud9 CS is going to be happening. It's only a matter of time of when this is actually going to happen, but ever since their previous roster disbanded and did not meet any expectations, I would say whatsoever, especially latter half of last year, and people thinking, okay, is Cloud9 done? Are they going to come back to North American CS? Are they going to save us all ahead of the Austin Major and repair all North American dreams? I have no idea. And I don't think Porty, which is their head social media guy, one of the best in the entire business, a great guy, but he also was captured on Reddit saying, hey, things are underway over at Cloud9 for Counter-Strike. We will keep you guys posted, hopefully in the near future. Saying sorry for the lack of comms lately. We are still working internally on the next steps for the CS division as we speak and should have something for this or next week. The beginning of the year has been really hectic on our side and we're trying as much as we can to provide an update for our Cloud9 CS fans. Thank you for your patience. To which of course I had to ask him, hey man, is it gonna be in America? And he said, hey Jake, I can't tell you anything, and I also don't know. So we await to see what Cloud9's future will be in Counter-Strike, but they are going to have a team, so it seems, which is still exciting. At least they're not leaving the space. I know Cloud9 and I think a few other teams had layoffs recently. It's not really all too uncommon in esports anymore, but you know, it's an expensive esport to be in, so you never know for sure. It appears that Cloud9 will be staying in CS, and we await the announcement soon. And then we had some Liquid drama over Calouzhna. If you guys missed this, $1.25 million on the line and several big teams. We had G2, Na'Vi, Spirit, Liquid, and Vitality. I think maybe some others all skipping the event, to which some people are saying, Liquid, this is your chance to shine. It's your chance to actually win an event. And according to Coach Mither, it was not the team's decision, but maybe the org or the people above them choosing when and where they're going to compete throughout this year, which again, is not all too uncommon, and with so many events on the schedule, it was bound to happen where a big team was going to miss a big event, but it seemed that some Liquid fans and maybe some Liquid players also thinking this is a missed opportunity for some big money and potentially a big win, especially now that other big teams will not be there.
Okay, what's my next one here? Oh, this was a fun one. We kind of touched on this before. So the two of you are skipping Cluj. Liquid and Gamer Legion aren't going, as well as Na'Vi, Spirit, Vitality, G2. 6 teams are skipping Cluj. It's a $1.25 million event. So I know you said you let Joker Steve handle a lot of. Is he the decision maker there?
I know that I'm not.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's. I mean, we discuss what tournaments that we want to go to and so on. But like, there's also, I mean, yeah, that is one of the things where, I mean, we're being told like what tournaments that we go to, and I think that it makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of things and details and meetings and whatever like that. I don't know who has discussed what with who, but at the end of the day, there is some tournaments that we go to and some that we skip, and like it's not going to matter too much for us. Whether it's one or the other, to be honest.
And I don't want to stir this too much because honestly, there are so many CS events. I'm just like, Emma talked about the other day for Na'Vi. He was like, dude, we have 6 or 7 events in like a month and a half or 2 month span, which is not advisable. And so, of course, if you're a Liquid fan, you're going to be upset because this could be some potential big earnings and a big trophy to lift. But albeit at the end of the day, we're going to see Liquid at plenty of events to actually prove themselves. And if they want to win against the best of the best, I mean, I prefer that to a Cluj-Napoca is still going to be a great tournament, though. You still have tons of great teams. So I understand both sides of this. It sucks we will not see Team Liquid there, but hopefully it means we'll see a better Team Liquid at Katowice and other future events that they'll be better prepared for. And I don't think, hopefully not going to be too much internal conflict between the players and the organization. I can't imagine it's an easy choice to sit down, look at the 2025 or any year of Counter-Strike schedule and say, hey, here's where we're all going to go to keep our boys in the best of shape possible and to have the most earning potential or win potential. It's got to be really difficult to do in Counter-Strike compared to other games. But that was the Liquid drama. And then we also had Major pointing out some things with a train bug. If you guys missed this over on Twitter, pretty obvious. I believe it was Jota he was flashing in and somehow through the wall had flashed him. It is a clear and obvious problem on the train map. Like, this is definitely a bug. It's not supposed to be happening, in case you guys missed the video. So certainly something that will be corrected. I mean, everyone and their mom added Counter-Strike on this post, so shouts to Major, all the pro players out there giving some feedback to the devs saying, hey, fix this, because we all know Valve will fix it. And so Train is still not fully operational, but I will say, seeing it being played so far for Katowice play-ins, I've liked the look of it. I know it's not a fully cohesive map yet, but it has that familiarity and nostalgia to me still, which I've been enjoying it. So shouts to Major for giving us some updates. And speaking of updates, our Katowice play-ins, they do continue. At the point of me recording, we still have a few more matchups, so our full Katowice lineup will be finalized by tomorrow or some other weekend video I have for you guys, depending if I can set up my new office on time. My apologies. But we saw some huge upsets. I really quickly want to talk about Gamer Legion. Of course, Rez departing NIP. Now, Gamer Legion have already qualified for Katowice with Rez. So shouts, Coach Ash, if you guys don't know, great YouTube channel, very transparent. What he has done with Gamer Legion for the past like 3 roster iterations has been an awesome thing to see. NIP is losing to Fireflux in CCT qualifiers, and then Rez goes on to qualify for Katowice. Like, this is awesome. We're going to see Rez back at Katowice with a brand new roster. I can't wait to see more. Also, speaking of Major, we have Eternal Fire continuing to look amazing as they take down Heroic, and they do so in tremendous fashion. They're all hyped up and had some insane plays, one of which was Xantares, spotted for this 360 what the frick.
How you peek. Shot, but that. Oh, 360. No.
And then you had Joda, who is proving his worth, newly added to the lineup, as he had this 1v4. What the frick?
Into this is a 1v4. The last man left standing from Eternal Fire in what was meant to be a predetermined outcome. They chose the right site. They had all the info, but now it all hinges on Jota.
4 bullets, they're on it, halfway.
DPU's being held, Jota's gonna swing now. Oh my god! Jota was the right man for the job! Proving that he earned this spot in Eternal Fire as he saves them from damnation with one hell of a clutch! Remember the name, Jota is here to stay.
A Heroic who I thought was a very strong lineup coming off of Blast Bounty. Can't take too much away from it, I guess, because they just got annihilated from Big, by the way. So it's great to see Big back, but you had Heroic gather, I think, like, what, 6 rounds? And at one point, they were down 12-0 on map 2, which was, like, just shocking. Like, German CS, are you back? And Heroic, what are you doing? The flip-flops so far early this season have been insane. And speaking of flip-flops, we had Astralis, who lost the first opening map to FlyQuest, who did not have a great Blast Bounty showing, and then they bring it back in the good old reverse sweep, might you have it. And that was after we had a great Cadian yelling clip. They lose that map, by the way.
Down and it's Dev1ce. I mean, this has been a good position historically, the Dev1ce.
Sure.
But a 1v3, it's not the smallest of asks from Astralis. Ooh. Still, Dev1ce might be the man to answer the call. Gets this down to the 1v1. Dev1ce, is he at home on Train, or is it the Train home? Angle held, and Dev1ce makes it look easy. 1v3 from the start of Astralis. Cadian's on his feet and he is screaming the place down. He wants Astralis.
But I think it was his yell which propelled them forward for the next 2 maps, as we eventually had, I believe it was a Dev1ce 4K clip, and then Astralis finish out this series. And they're backing at him. But again, we still have matches to finalize these final 3 or 4 Katowice teams, just so you guys know.
Down pressured over a long. Oh, he won't live to tell the tale. Dexter, there's an opening. This was all it took last time. Dev1ce, this has to be his moment. This has got to be where Dev1ce delivers for Astralis. Boxed in, but not missing a beat. Dev1ce off. It's all about Dev1ce. He is the main character. Huge round. As the king.
And that will be it. That will be the last video out of this office. I just want to say thank you all so much. Thanks to ThunderPick 2. This may or may not be our last video with them, our esports betting sponsor. They've been huge supporting us, and it's the reason why we get to travel the world and cover esports and cover CS. And I am grateful for them. Whether they stick around or not, they've been awesome for us. And so thanks to you guys as well. I think I've made I mean, a lot of videos on our main channel over at the Gamer Update. We cover FPS news and general gaming news and streaming news over there, and probably close to 100 videos now in CS, finally back in CS news. I can't wait to have the final office and setup actually done, and I'll be back doing daily CS news for all of you guys. So seriously, cheers to you. Drink that coffee, that caffeine, that water, whatever liquids you got, and I'll see you back here sometime soon. Enjoy your weekend, all right? And I'll talk to you soon.